Hola bandidos, ¿cómo estamos? Welcome to Mel's Magic. This is episode 20 already, and today is Friday, 17th of December. I checked the calendar. Voila, I hope you're doing well. Here it's another beautiful day in Javia, Costa Blanca, Spain. Owls and I say hello. I'm in my setting B still. And yeah, I'm super happy to have come this far actually, I'm like 20 episodes in. I've decided I'm going to have it a bit like the tarot deck. There's 21 tarot cards, 21 numbers, and then there's zero, the fool. So I'm going to have a total of 22 episodes for each season. This has kind of organically evolved. I mean, this whole idea, and I'm enjoying it. I hope you are too. Right. So the card I pulled today is, and I've got the name of the deck this time. It's called the Sacred Power Reading Cards deck by Anna Stark. So the card I pulled today is freedom. Isn't it beautiful? There's 2 stallions, 2 horses. I love horses. In case I'm a fervid, is that the right word? Fervid equestrian since I'm a kid, and the hecho, the horse is my spirit animal, so I have a really close connection to horses and owls. So yeah, when I pulled this card, it reminded me a lot of the chariot of the traditional Rider Waite deck, tarot deck, and it's an interesting one. I tried to meditate a bit on the symbology, and it's interesting how it connects with episode 19 and episode 18, where I spoke about, the light and dark parts of ourselves. We have both, we have both so-called evil and godly aspects in ourselves. I mean, we live in a world of duality. Everything has its yin and its yang, and you see it literally there. And freedom, I mean, this is something I guess in a lot of ways we all aspire to, but I thought about what freedom really means, and I guess in my own experience, I have experienced more freedom of choice, because ultimately, we choose freedom. It's something we choose. So it's something I'm more able to choose the more conscious I become, or the more I'm able to pull those shadow aspects into my consciousness. Because like we said now in episode 19, if you're not aware of your shadow aspects, they tend to pull the strings backstage, and you don't even know that you're self-sabotaging. So in that sense, our ability to choose to consciously choose expands, and therefore our sense of freedom expands the more self-aware and the more conscious we become. And I'm not talking from a sense of, the more conscious you become, the better you are, or, estás por encima de los demás, like you're above the others. No, everyone, we're all journeying together. We're all on this beautiful journey of evolution, and we're all at different stages, and you are at the right stage in your own journey, wherever that may be. And it's just that as you continue, you will be faced with obstacles or situations or challenges that demand, or that will push you into greater consciousness, that will make you come face to face with shadow aspects of yourself, not to punish you, but quite the contrary, in order for you to stand back into your power and be aware of what's going on. Like, okay, this is the playing field, this is my psychic playing field, and for you to be able to choose wisely not only which direction you want to go, but who you want to listen to. I mean, I spoke about the importance of using your voice, accessing your voice, your inner voice, not the others, no? And it's not an easy task, no, because we from when we're little, we are programmed or we are impacted by a lot of voices before we can actually access our own, no? Our parents, culture, society, expectations, the list goes on and on. So for me, it's been quite a challenge to access my own voice and kind of tune out those other voices, the big critic. I'm sure you're familiar with that one, the one that says you're not enough, you should do this, the shoulds and you must and the rules, that kind of authoritarian, cruel critic. That's a big one. So I've identified that one. And then there's all these other voices. I mean, we are kind of a pantheon of voices, no? But ultimately, you have the power, the more, with your increasing consciousness to choose, well, which one is my true voice, i.e. which of these voices resonate with my soul, with what feels good to me, with what feels true to me, not to other people, to me, no? And as we become more discerning in that sense, we increase our power of choice and our ability to choose freedom. And that's, again, something only you can figure out, because you have to choose what is right for you. You have to choose, we said that also, no? Choose to heal, choose to step into happiness, to claim happiness, to accept and claim your worthiness. Those are all choices, If we don't choose those things, life brings on an avalanche of all other kinds of stuff. So we have to be assertive and choose the direction we want to go. And I love it also because, this card, because yesterday we spoke about this balancing act between light and dark, and that we're made out of both. And that I mentioned fleetingly how Jung warned us, no? I mean, he warned us before he passed away that if we do not reclaim our shadow parts, we will cause a lot of destruction by projecting those shadow parts outwards into people's situations, no? By not integrating and claiming the darkness that belongs to us. And, in my experience, the darkness is not just, it has often these negative connotations. Yes, it can be such drives as very primal things like aggression, violence, rage, no? I mean, those can be destructive forces. But on the other hand, the B-side to the darkness is also mystery and depth, pain and sorrow. What would we, if we really look at it, what would we do without the pain and the sorrow in our lives? I mean, we would be this superficial kind of jolly bubbles that can burst at any moment, no? But it's the darkness that gives us gravity and depth. And the cliche is saying there is no light without darkness. It cannot be in this kind of reality. So to accept that they're both part of us, important parts of us, and to integrate those is an important thing. And then to choose your freedom. What does freedom mean to you? For me, I'm all about this year really trying to listen to what my soul wants. I want my soul to speak. In the beautiful book by Doctora Pincula Estes, Women Who Run with the Wolves, she keeps on reiterating or encouraging to ask ourselves, where is the soul? Ask yourself that. Where is the soul? If you're faced with, a choice, ask yourself, what does my soul want? Because ultimately, take everything away, strip everything away, money, fame, this and that, appearances. If you're not happy at a soul level, then you will never be happy, because the true joy that we're after is soul fulfillment, living your soul purpose, being on your soul path, connecting to other souls. And I do feel that, having experienced a lot of mental health issues, depression, anxiety, that actually, and because it's such a big statistic out there nowadays, there's a real soul sickness in this world nowadays. It's like the zeitgeist is, our souls are sick, are yearning for something, for a richer life, for a deeper life, for a more multidimensional life. And until we follow and listen to our soul's whispers, the void in there will be present. And if we do not feed our soul, the void will just get bigger, because it's like the big nothing I spoke about in the never ending story, the big nothing that eats you up. It's a bit like, just a soul cancer. So go toward, choose your happiness, choose what brings you joy, choose what makes your heart sing, what makes your cells vibrate. Joy is a frequency. And I've experienced, or in my experience, I didn't realize till much later that I'm allowed to have fun. I'm allowed to feel joyful, that my true essence is joy, that when I'm joyful, I bring joy to others. So if I don't choose my own freedom, my own soul purpose, how can I be of good to anyone? First fulfill yourself in the soul sense, and then you can share with other people. And not only make yourself happy or fulfilled, but with you shining in your light, standing in your light, but grounded in the shadow, you will be an example to others. Yeah. So this is a very beautiful card. I love the two horses with their beautiful auras of kind of with symbols, and the yin yang reminding us we're a constant flux, balancing act of energies, good and, I don't like good and bad, but let's say countering forces, no? That's the dance of life. So I guess that's my message today. I wish you a beautiful Friday, TGIF. And it's full moon, by the way, on Sunday, the 19th. It's the last full moon of this year, and what a year it's been, no? I'm sure you agree. So maybe it's some time to get intentional, to gather yourself and look back on the year and see how far you've come, and just imagine how far you've come and what is ahead, all the possibilities that are ahead of us. And I want to remind myself and you that we are the creators of our reality, that we have so much power, and that once we step into our power, we can consciously choose how our future will be by being consciously and self-aware in the present. All right. Okay, enough yada yada from me. Have a beautiful weekend. I'm going to post episode 21 and 22 this weekend, and then I'm calling it quits for season 1. And I'm looking forward to another season of Mel's Magic, and I hope you're enjoying it too. Thank you for subscribing, for sharing with friends. I hope my message resonates with you. And yeah, there's a like button down below. Oops. Any likes and comments will help my channel grow. Vale? Okay. Alles Liebe euch, schönes Wochenende. Y saludos de Javier and Owls and me. Sending you lots of magical, mystical energy. Ciao. Besos.